Hey everybody, Troa here, back for another episode, but of this time, not of Elite Dangerous. Now, a lot of you guys have probably taken notice of the fact that I haven't been around for a while, and while I have very good reasons for that, and I needed a break, let's just put it that way. I needed one heck of a break. So, what I've been doing in the meantime to try to take a break, and there's a lot of reasons why, and there's a few issues I have with Elite Dangerous right now. One of which is going to be somewhat addressed soon with storage, that I just don't feel that playing the game right now is even worth doing. You're going to spend all this time to play a game that you can't really save your progress in. So in storing modules that you have and everything else like that, it's just a waste of time at the moment, in my opinion, until that's implemented. And that's one of the big issues I have with that game at the moment. Also, there's really not much else for me to do but grind, and grind for things that I can't store. So beyond the fact that I needed my break for emotional, mental, and physical reasons, there is also a reason for me to take a break from the game. Now that brings me to this game. And, well, a few other games like it. Some of you might have spotted me in other games while I was on my hiatus. And this one is seemingly the only one that's stuck, and it's one of the only games that I think I could actually cover. I tried a game, Crossout, for example. It was fun until they ruined it, and that game I wouldn't have minded to cover, but it just, the balance is just so out of whack, and it's an early access title. And then I tried, what was the other one? I can't remember the name of it. Dreadnought. It was a fun game, but again, it was really lacking. There wasn't much to do, and if you ran across somebody with the right build, you just didn't have any defense. It got to the point where it wasn't fun. So I couldn't cover that game as much as I wanted to. And that brings me to this game. And this game was brought to my attention by Snowman, whom some of you may know from my old videos, but he wanted me to check this game out. And I had originally gotten a invite for the closed beta, and, well, I didn't do it, and he's constantly finds every way he can to rub that in my face. But let's get on here. Why am I bringing this up? Well, guys, two reasons. One, I need a game that I can cover that is easier for me to cover, because covering Elite Dangerous and the videos and the way how much time they take to make takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of research, it takes a lot of editing. It's a massive undertaking to make an Elite Dangerous video in comparison to something else. So World of Warships in this case is much easier because I can enable replays. So I can play whenever, and if I do well and I think it's something that I could cover and go, oh, here's an example of doing well in this ship, I can just go back on my folder and find which game that was and then commentate over it. It's a lot easier for me, especially with my condition, to be able to cover this game. On top of that, it would allow me to do some really interesting things as far as giveaways are concerned and things like that, where I could also commentate over your replays. And that's a whole new level of engagement, one I could never hope to have with Elite. And so that's something else that I really enjoy. Also, well, you guys might not think it, but in Elite, you're piloting ships, and the closest thing we would have wouldn't be the Air Force, it would be the Navy. And so I guess going back to World War I, World War II era nautical ships is a nice tie-in, I guess, to respect what came before as we fantasize about the future. So in this case, World of Warships has a lot of things about it that is really nice. Events. Here we go. This one right here. Now, a lot of you may know, may be able to tell by my name that I like anime. Well, World of Warships has a contract with the producers of said anime, Arpeggio of Blue Steel, whereas they're covering their ships. Now, in this anime, there are sentient ships with these mental models. I actually watched it, and it's surprisingly good. So, it's not for everybody, but it's surprisingly good. It's got a lot of fan service, so if you're into that. But it has some really cool designs on the ships, and they're from the World War II era ships. Now, The cool thing about this event is that you can get 2 free premium ships. Now, for any of you who've played a game like this before, a premium ship basically allows you to get extra currency or whatever it is, the grind. So extra currency, extra experience, things like that. These are basically free ships. They come with their own free port, and the game itself is free to play. It's a microtransaction, but it's free to play. You can basically get 2 free premium ships to do this event. Now, this event goes until October, the 1st of October. So you guys have a little under a month to do this, if you want to. And I'm just kind of bringing this up to everybody's attention because free things are always nice. Now, in order to see these free ships once you get in, and in order to even compete, you have to be rank 10 in your profile. I'm already rank 12 because I've been playing a bit, but rank 10 you can get into the missions and challenges. So the first thing you have to do is get to rank 10 before you can even start this event. Alright? After that, and you're going to get to that before you can really participate in half of the event, because it's actually kind of easy to get to rank 10. Not that I'm complaining. But in order to actually see these ships, you have to change your port to Yokosuka. And yes, I know that looks like Yokosuka, but as it's been brought to my attention by somebody in Japan, that is not how you say that. So, going into that port. And this port is taken from the anime. This is how it looked in the anime. And you can actually go out and zoom out, you can see the little gate and everything else like that. If you actually watch the anime, you know what this is about. But what this also allows you to do is see both in-game, if other people are using them, and your own. Because some people didn't want to see these at all. Now the 2 ships that you can get for free are these. And this is the ARP Hiei. And this is a Kongo class battleship. And Kongo is actually a really good battleship. It's fast, it's got pretty good firepower, it's got decent armor, it's got long range. Now, yes, I know what you're saying, it's bright pink. It's free, and it gives you extra money. So, hey, whatever, right? Hey, some people like pink. I don't happen to be one of them, but some people do. Now, the other one is the ARP Ashigara. Now, this one is also, well, pink. But, again, it's a tier 7 premium cruiser. And both of these ships, this is actually based on the Miyoko, and the other one is based on the Kongo. And these are great ships. They come with all the upgrades, they're all ready to go, and they give you extra money, extra experience, and their own port slots, and they're free. And all you have to do is do a whole bunch of damage. Now, in order to get any of these, you have to first be rank 10 as a player. Now, you will get that on your way to getting a ship capable of doing this event. Now, in the event itself, and the missions for this event, you have to, in order to get the Hiei, the Tier 5 Kongo class battleship, you have to be Tier 4 or a Tier 5 ship. Doesn't matter what kind of ship, just has to be in a Tier 4 or a Tier 5. The total damage you need to do, because it's a 4-stage event, but if you add up all 3 stages and how much damage you have to do, that's a total amount of damage of 800,000. And then after you have done that 800,000, you need to get in the top 5 of your team in EXP, or experience. Doing that will unlock the Hiei Kongo class battleship, which is that first one I showed you. Following that one, in order to get the ARP Ashigara, you have to be doing it in a tier 6 or higher. Now, it can't be a premium ship. Neither of these can be done in premium, so you have to do it in real ships in order to get them. And again, by the time you have a tier 6, you should be rank 10. So before you can even attempt to get this, you're going to have to rank up. That said, I have ways of making that a bit easier for you. And in order to get the Hiei, though, before we get to that, in order to get the Ashigara, my apologies, the Ashigara, you need to do a total of 1.3 million damage, and then again reach top 5 in experience in a tier 6 or higher. And that'll get you the tier 7 Miyoko class Imperial Japanese cruiser. And that one it's actually a really sweet ship. It's the only cruiser so far I've played that I actually like, and that's saying something because I really don't like cruisers. I'm a battleship, aircraft carrier, kind of destroyer, sometimes destroyer kind of person. I like battleships more than anything else. So, how about getting to tier 10? I have some things to help you with that. I'm going to have a code down below that you can click, and in this code, you can go ahead And if you sign up for the game, it's free to play. Like I said, it's a microtransaction game. The biggest expense you're probably going to have is if you choose to buy a premium ship. And like I said, here's an opportunity to get 2 of them for free. Also, if you click this link and if you actually sign up with my code, we both benefit from it. I get some extra money, some flags, and a port slot. You will also get 3 million credits. You will also get a Tier 2 premium Russian cruiser called the Diana. You will also get a Tier 5 premium battleship, the Texas. 3 million credits, 80,000 free experience, and 25 of each flag. And both of those premium ships come with their own port slot. So you don't have to worry about that. And in order to get the Tier 6 and all the other good stuff, you'll get the Tier 2 cruiser right off the bat. But in order to get all the other goodies, you have to play 1 game in a Tier 6 that is non-premium. So, by this time, you will be rank 10. And you'll have all this extra bonus to go through. So if you guys, if this looks at all appealing to you, and if you want to give it a shot, now's really the time to do it. Because you can get a total if you do it in this month. You can get a total of 4 premium ships for free, with 4 extra port slots, and a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of flags and everything else like that. Now, if you guys like this content, if you think that you would like to see this content, let me know down below. Does this mean I'm not going to be doing Elite Dangerous videos? No, it does not. I'm not going to be doing Elite Dangerous videos right now anyway. Like I said, I need a break, and for several reasons. But for the time being, and in the downtime of Elite Dangerous, when there's really nothing else for me to do, I'm going to need something I can do, or in the other event where I can't really spend the energy to do that. You guys have to remember, I have that disability, so there's only so much I can do, and this would be something that would be easier for me to do and stay active even when I can't do Elite Dangerous content. So, if this is something you guys would like to see, let me know down in the description. To go ahead and show you really quickly, if we go over, I'll show you what the other ships are. Now the Diana is Tier 2. This is what you'd get right off the bat. Doesn't come with that flag. That flag you do, I think the event's still on, the Black Rock Challenge. And if you do a bunch of fire damage, you get this flag. Now this is the Tier 2 Diana cruiser. Personally, I don't like cruisers, so for me this wasn't a big deal, but hey, it's free, it's premium, comes with its own slot. And it's Tier 2, so you can play with some of your new friends if you convert some people. Following that, if you actually get up to Tier 6 and play 1 game, win or lose, you will get the Tier 5 battleship, the Texas. Now, this thing is a monster. I love this ship. It's got as much AA anti-air as they could stick on it. And it basically thinks that every aircraft that comes near it is a clay pigeon, because it loves to shoot down aircraft. You're not invulnerable from them, but you definitely hurt their aircraft reserves every time they come near you. And they used to have a skin for this which turned the whole thing into an American flag, and I wanted to get it and I couldn't get it in time. They took it away for some reason. But I love this ship. And again, it's premium, so extra credits, extra experience. You can switch captains without a penalty, so long as it's within the same nation. That's another thing about premium ships, is you can use them to train captains really quickly. Now, yeah, you get all of this for free. So if you guys do this right now within a month, you get a total of 4 free premium ships, whole bunch of money, whole bunch of flags. And you can kind of check out a new game that you might actually want to play. And for me, thankfully, because I'm broke, all I have to worry about buying are ship slots. And I haven't bought a premium ship, and I've had a blast. This has actually been a really fun game to play for me. And some of you might think so as well. And in fact, I think it's much more fun than it looks, to be honest with you. So, I don't know, give it a shot, see if you like it. It's worth a shot, it's a free game. But I thought I'd do this kind of public service announcement, hey, I'm still alive video, to show you guys something that you might be interested in the meantime while we're waiting for a patch. And trust me, when that patch does come out, whether or not I'm ready, I will be covering the next update in Elite Dangerous, so don't worry about that, that's going to be coming. But anyway guys, that's it, and let me know down below if you would like to see any actual content of this, and I'll do a dry run, I guess, of myself playing, and, well, we'll see and go from there. But otherwise guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for sticking around, and I love the amount of I do pay attention to all the comments and everything else like that. I may not be able to respond to them, but I do see them and I do read them. Thank you all so much. And if this looks like something you guys are interested in, we can go from there. This is something that I think I could do right now. But yeah, catch you guys on the next time. Peace.
All of them. We're ready to enter the atmosphere. Oh, shit! Roger that.